Me and my friend were going back and forth with the trend that's going around with the non things that men do or possess that I find attractive. Girl, I got my list. Okay, keep in mind.
The fellas watching too. We watching too. Yeah, we watching. We try. We listening to see what y'all got going on. Yeah.
This is my list, okay? Things that I find attractive, okay? Keep in mind. Okay, starting off with a man who has a very deep, calm voice. Something about just like the softness of it, but the deepness and the vibration of his voice is so sexy to me, especially when he calls my name. And I'm not talking like nicknames, baby. I'm talking Alicia. Yes, daddy. Yeah, hey, you rang? Yeah, love that. Love it. Second on the list, a good smelling man. And I'm talking like he got a signature scent. I'm talking it's beast mode, it's potent. I'm talking I smell him before he enters the room. I'm talking when he hugs me, it's stuck to my clothes, and at the end of the night, I'm in my bed smelling him, wishing he was laid up with me. A good smelling man. I love a man that smells good. This one might be a little weird, but I like a man with rough hands. Not like dirty.
Yeah, man. I'm like, on her list, I'm like number 2. Clean, smell good. My voice ain't deep at all. We go high pitch. What's her name? You know, I can go calm. You know what I mean? I get in my mode where I'm smooth and I'm cool. You know, I'm not always so. I be cool and I'm smooth, but real deep. Like, you know, that ain't me. I don't got no deep voice. The homie got a deep voice. He be going crazy on TikTok. The homie rich. He really sound like Batman or Darth Vader. Like, and it's really his natural voice. When you meet him, you feel like it's fake. Like, he lying, bro. He lying. Bro. The day he say something and it sound off, I'm gonna be like, hey man, you was lying. But now that's really his voice though. Like, since the first time I met him, his voice always been like that. But number two, smell good. Number 3, now mind you, right? I go ahead and get my nails, you know, I do it myself, wash it up, you know, boom, boom. I could do pull-ups. I have a good grip, but my hands are always, you know, the women that, you know, I have brush shoulders with, you know, your hands feel very nice. They're nice and soft, you know? So, yeah, I don't got no rough hands. I do my weights, I do my lat pulls, you know, I do my joints, I hit my move, you know, push-ups. I have good working hands, but you know, they ain't rough. And it's cool, you know, I moisturize.
Hands or anything. But a man that got some calluses on the, you know, on the inside. It's given
pull-ups.
Manly. It's given I fix things. It's given I lift weights. It's given right protect. Okay, protection. That's what that screams to me. I love a man with rough hands.
Oh, man.
This one is big. A man that is capable of code switching. I want to be able to take you to the company Christmas party. I want to be able to take you around my family. I want to be able to take you to church. I want you to be able to come back to the Bronx with me. I just need a man that's well balanced,
well-rounded,
with a sprinkle of, well, not even a sprinkle, a dash of nigga. Just a, you know what I mean? I need a nigga.
You know when people say like a dash of Negro, you know, like you know what they really mean, masculine, like masculine, you know, but you know, familiar masculine, right? Because growing up, she, you know, only people. That's like kind of like how I think. Like I want a woman who could code switch, right? Very noble, very wise, you know, woman, you know, who understand, you know, y'all, like those who's new here, you may not, those who's new here. Okay, what's a good way I could say, like, cause those who've been here understand my type. You know, a woman of character. You know, a woman who has good standards. But of course, I like a dash of familiar. Like, okay, you remind me of home, but you understand where we come from, and you know that where we come from and all too much of it, it's not really good, but you understand where we can still relate. You feel what I mean? That's why I feel like when she say that dash of course you don't want no one ignorant, but she want to have someone where she can relate. You know, they have the toughness to where they could protect, but we can relate when we can relate. It ain't always just we can relate. We might see some and both be like, nah, I remember. It's a relatability, if that's a word. Y'all know I have a way with words, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't even see if enrapture is a good way. You're overjoyed. I like that word, enrapture. But I looked up enrapturing. I don't even know if that, I didn't find that when I looked up in a dictionary. When I looked it up on Google, I was looking different ways of saying rapture. I've been saying enrapturing a whole bunch. But it's smooth, you know what I mean? Man.
I need me a little nigga in him. You know, it's necessary. It's necessary. I find a man that is vulnerable the most sexiest thing ever. Ever. A man that is able to articulate his feelings, understand it, vocalize what's bothering him, cry if he needs to. I love that. It screams intimacy when you're able to really connect on a level of not showing up with your ego. You know, the male ego is something, and you know, toxic masculinity is totally a thing as well. So when a man is able to be soft, oh my gosh, when a man is able to be soft with me, wow.
By the way, yesterday was my birthday. My sister surprised me with a new coffee cup. Ain't it nice? That's wealthy. I'm wealthy. Hey, you gotta think about it, right? When it comes to a man being vulnerable, my fellas could, you know, you can let me know how y'all feel in the comments. You can agree. You know, if you don't agree, I understand. But as a man, a lot of the times there's certain men. There are certain men who withhold being vulnerable due to them having a bad experience with being vulnerable with someone, you know, which is a terrible thing. And I always tell fellas, don't allow one heartbreak or one person who misused your heart and your feelings to make you go cold with everybody. Because mind you, it's a lot of guys who was vulnerable, and that vulnerability made that woman not look at him the same. To whereas now he masks his vulnerable. He don't want to show that side of him to anyone anymore, because when he did it the first time, it wasn't a good taste. It wasn't great for him. He didn't have a good experience. Mind you, if I'm looking on and off, y'all, when I film in the closet, y'all get it. If you're new here, my apologies. The camera's here, but I'll be looking to see if I'm on track. But yeah, so a lot of guys, you know, they was played with their vulnerability. It wasn't respected. So now they pick and choose, and a lot of times they don't choose anyone to be vulnerable with. And then now it's just like, oh, men don't express themselves, men don't value themselves. It was certain people who misplaced and diluted their vulnerability. So now they don't want to be vulnerable to nobody. It's not as sharp no more. It ain't as strong. You know, y'all, you know, if vulnerability was a soda, you know, they put too much ice in them and made them cold. Now it's diluted. It's not as poised and sharp as that Sprite used to be. It's not as sharp. He cold, you know, put too much ice in him. You know, he ain't got that. He ain't that sharp in the vulnerability area, vulnerable area. Okay, fellas, you feel me? Because me, I was vulnerable and I'm still vulnerable. But it's that discernment that you pray for, you know. You got to pray for that discernment and see who to be vulnerable. It could be vulnerable with family, friends, and everything, you know. But fellas, and we watch these videos not to not be ourselves. Because you know, when I seen a few comments like, no, I'm going to do me. I ain't finna do that. Right? You know, but you doing you is going to lead you where that's going to go. Right? You have certain fellas who don't know what's attractive to women. And they just doing them. You know, be yourself. Don't try to be everything she said. This is the thing that she like. You know, be who you are, of course. You know, assess, you know, take heed, what they say, eat the chicken, spit out the bones. Take in what you can and spit out what they won't agree with you. You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's a crazy line right there. We're mature, though. You pick up the game. You know, pick up the game.
Wow. I don't know. Sir, how do you like your eggs in the morning? How do you like your eggs done in the morning?
Scrambled,
huh? How do you, do I need to put my hair in a ponytail? I love when a man is able to teach me something, to put me on to something, to elevate me with the knowledge and wisdom that he already possesses. That is so sexy to me. Like, really sitting there and just explaining something through and being patient about it. Even like, you know, most women, we don't want to deal with the car stuff. So we like, oh, you know, babe, can you take the car to, you know, put air in the tire, whatever the case is. I want him able to do that stuff, but I also want him to teach me how to do it as well, so that in the case that he's not around, I'm not stranded. I'm able to take care of myself. Again, this is my list, right? My list.
Right.
I like a man that has a nice build to him. Like, you know, I want to feel small and dainty in his arms. So, I want him to have a nice solid build. But I low-key like when they have like a little bit of belly. Like just a little bit of, like, it's soft. You know what I mean? I don't need you to have a six-pack and all that stuff. I don't want to feel like I'm laying on you and you hard. Like your arms could be hard, but like your stomach, I don't know. I like that when it's like a little plushy. Ooh, I don't know. I like it. I do. I really do. I love a man that anticipates my needs or like takes the initiative. For example, if we're at a party or something and he's, you know, talking to his friends and I'm with the girls and I got a glass of something, and he sees that my drink is running low, he automatically comes and, babe, let me get you another drink. I didn't gotta ask. The fact that I ain't gotta ask, I really love that. I like that.
And that comes with knowing somebody. You know, that's a good thing she said, because men can serve too. You know, oh yeah, man, just get in the kitchen, cook. I ain't gonna lie, I love, like, of course, like as a man, you know, a traditional man, which I desire to be, take care of everything, bills, all that. My woman had to do. So of course I want a traditional household, you know, but you have to live up to that. You can't just, oh yeah, cook, clean, do this. But she gotta pay a bill, right? She has to do, mind you, there's certain women who do it and still pay a bill because they just naturally nurturing, which is a beautiful thing. But it's according to your household. Everybody's household different, you know. But how she explained that, I desire that as well. Get to know my woman. Know, okay, she gonna want this. Let me go ahead and cop this for her. Or she might like that. Let me go ahead and do this. Or she just came home from she probably just came home from doing her whatever activity she liked doing whenever she ain't in the house. All right, let me have this ready. Boom, boom. Anticipation. Like, okay, I'm anticipating she gonna, you know, I know her to do this. She might, boom, you know, stuff like that. So that's a good thing. But you gotta get to know the person. A lot of women expect this to happen tomorrow morning, after I just met you yesterday at KFC. You know what I mean? Like, I literally just met you the other day. Oh, yeah. Not speaking on her behalf, of course. You know, we just speaking in general.
I like that. I like not having to ask. Last but not least, men who love and value women. All women, not women that they are attracted to, not women that they are sleeping with, not just their mama or, you know, their sister. Men that genuinely love what women have to offer. They love it being in the presence of women. They understand our value. They appreciate us. Men that see that we are really capable and even better at certain things and give us the space and platform to elevate us into those, because they have, you know, the benefits of doing that for us. Okay, I could keep going on and on and on, but what is your list? So give me your top 3.
Her list was smooth. I like that the things that she found attractive had nothing to do with finances. I love these type of videos where it has nothing to do with finances. She's giving actual fruitful facts, you know, about her. It's fruitful though. It's her facts though, in her opinion. But when you look up these things that she talks about, that's a good guy that she's looking for, that she finds attractive. A guy who knows the value of a woman. A guy whose anticipation is good. You know, She even mentioned going to church. She even mentioned, she didn't mention just, 6 figures. 6 figures, 100 million. Louis Vuitton, take me to Dubai. She didn't mention all that. So that was a solid list, in my opinion. Fellas, how she said, ladies and men, fellas watch these videos, just like women watch videos of men's perspective. You know what I mean? I feel like people watch and pay attention to things that they don't have that they want, So, of course, if you have a beautiful woman, if you want a beautiful woman and a certain woman in a certain lane, you watch and see what they desire. Or, or you watch to see if you're that type of guy that won't. Just like people who watch cars that they don't have, or you watching, you pay attention to a lifestyle that you desire, but you can't get it, but you're on your way to it. So you look at, okay, let me say, I know me. My mom told me the other day, a lot of people say, I'll have an old soul. Like, I'll pull up a drive throughout a city I like and just sit back and just think about it. Like, all right. Like, they literally have drives that you can look up POV, a drive in Malibu, and I just watch it. Because I desire to drive down Malibu. So fellas, ladies that make these fellas is watching. Just like fellas. That's why a lot of these ladies be knowing y'all putting everything on Instagram and YouTube. We see it. Oh, we see it. Ladies, the ladies see too. They see.
If you're a man, let me give you a piece of advice. If you ask a woman on a date and it's very subtle and it's a calm date, coffee, brunch, a walk, nice sunset view, go watch the sunset together, and she says no and she's expecting you to take her to the Masoni room at the Bibelos, she's trying to get one over on you and she's trying to see if you'll bite the bait. If it's an actual good woman, like a very beautiful, genuine woman, she's going to accept the very subtle date that you're trying to take her on, because that's when she gets to pick your brain. That's when she gets to ask you all the questions. That's when she can get to know you on like an emotional, deeper level. And that's exactly the type of stuff that women yearn for. So if you have a girl out here that rent out the entire movie theater, just leave her where she stands. And nobody has time for that. If you're a man, let me...
Amazing, excellent advice. Ladies, she ain't saying don't have standards. She ain't saying, I'm worth more than a coffee shop, or, I'm worth more than... But your first date to somewhere you've never been, you don't even know if you like this guy, and your bare minimum is Ocean Prime. It's like, you don't even have an Ocean Prime. Like, everything about you ain't even... You don't really like me. Oh, she letting you know where these ladies is at with it. Look, if a woman like you, bro, I done seen it, bro. Like, I done lived it, bro. If a woman like you, bro, just walking, we cool. She cool with that. She cool with, if she likes you, mind you, women that have this type of mentality, you can tell who they look up to. Just watch and be quiet and listen to them. You'll see everything. Oh, okay. you ain't gotta do. Oh yeah, I like to. Where you want to go on the first date? If she leave it up to you, she likes you. You be like, hey, where you want to go to? Oh, let me know. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Wherever you take me, I don't mind. That make you want to take her somewhere nice, especially if y'all met in person. That's why I like meeting women in person. Every woman I like women in person. Since I turned 22, I meet women in person. It's rare I meet somebody and we cool throughout the internet, because it's in person. Number one, we're in the same place. We already familiar. We both like this place we met each other at, so it ain't too hard. You know what I mean? And then she like, okay, cool. Hey, let's go to the boom boom, something like that spot. Cool, bop. You go to the date, boom, we cool. Bop, bop, chop it up, chop it up, chop it up. It's a mutual thing. But women, he gotta take me to crustaceans. What you eat yesterday? 4 for 4. Why you ain't humble then? You ain't eating high class food every day. USDA prime steak that you made. I can see if you high quality foods every day. You eat a Whole Foods diet. You don't really do too much. You don't even eat healthy. You just, we gotta go. You have 50% body fat, and you're talking about we have to eat this type of. You don't even watch what you eat every day, but you want to. We gotta go. We don't gotta do nothing. What do you mean? We gotta. Like it's life or death. You don't even eat clean. You know, I can see if you have
expect to join this trend, but I have some things to get off my chest, so here we are. And I want to give the disclaimer that my list, I don't know who started the trend, and I didn't start it, and so I can't say how it's done properly, but I'm a stickler for.
You are gorgeous, whoever you are. My goodness. Beautiful teeth, hydrated skin. Eyes look white, healthy. She don't got yellow eye. She looks good. This is what I mean. Yeah, classic, beautiful brown, nice smile. What you mean? You can't lose. She look good. If she married, no disrespect to the sir, I don't know. I like because people on the internet disrespectful today. She could be somebody's wife. I'm just good. If she's married, wherever you look good. No disrespect.
Doing things the right way. And I feel like the right way to do this trend is to not include things that involve you as the woman. So no physical touch, these things, the things on my list don't involve me at all. They are just things that they do that I appreciate. Number 1, wearing a tux. If you think the reason I love black tie events is because I get to wear nice dresses, think again. Where else would I see a man in a tux? This one is niche, but when men wear agbada, and specifically when they do the thing and I don't know what it's called. I don't know
What's that? Y'all give me some game. What's the agbada? What's that? What is it called? What's that? Y'all give me some game. All my ladies who know what that is, or fellas, y'all give me the seasoning. Let me know what's going on.
I'm just gonna call it when they collect their agbada.
It's probably cultural. It must be cultural.
If you're having a wedding in December in Nigeria,
okay,
just be inviting me so my eyes can feast. Okay, I find generosity attractive. So generosity in general, but specifically when they give money to someone on the street, or when they give money to kids, whether it's kids in the family or something, the act of just getting asked for something, going in your wallet and picking out some cash and giving it to a stranger in need, I'm actually very attracted. I also like when men are expressive about seeing their bros. So if they're when they really excitedly dap up someone, and it's when they're just excited to see their bros. Cause I'm yeah, do you like your friends or not? So I don't know what that's called. Just an excited dap. Yeah.
You know what? That's one thing too. And my bros know how I love my bros. I let them know I love them. You know what I mean? They're honorable men. When you look, my homies see me sleep on the floor. We done all slept. Bro, I'm talking about we done all been through the storm together, bro. Real deal. Not having it, he got it. Let's piece up, get this. All right, we feeling that. All right, let's all vent. So when I see the homies, I miss my homies. I ain't see my homies in a minute because we all grown handling business right now. But when I be seeing them, bro, I be excited. It's an event. We be laughing. I'm talking about, bro, it was times we ain't had no bread. We was just still having a good time. So that just shows, I feel even besides her finding that attractive, a guy who honors his homies, that's real. That just shows a certain level of loyalty. If a man can't keep a relationship with his homies that's honorable, he ain't no good. If he can't keep a solid relationship with people who are solid, man, you gotta watch out for them, man. Anybody who do good people wrong, you gotta watch them. Watch how they treat people who do good to them. That's why when people speak down on people who good to them, I don't be around people like that. I stay away from people who ain't good to people who good to. How could you speak down on somebody who literally solid to you? Ain't did nothing to you. Solid 100% every time. Solid. My bros is solid. I done seen people speak down. I be man, I done seen people speak down on they bros, on interviews. Oh, boom, boom, I ain't doing it. My bros ain't. Man, this dude who shared a cup of noodles with you, bro. These same people who done. How can't you, you feel me? How you not, my first interview I ever had, you feel me, on a platform with millions. My bros came with me. I shouted my owner. That's what you do, man. Solid deserves to be honored, bro. And feel me? I just had to get on a little rant when she said that. I be seeing today, man, you had some immoral rappers who would take 3 or 4 harlots on a 6-figure trip, spend all his money, and they homies is still working. Who's honorable though. But you got 4-5 harlots on the PJ on the way to. You take, but your homies is still at. Mind you, they honorable though. These ain't no just, oh, I just know them. We just went to school. These people who done shit, poured it. You feel me? But it be rare though. You know, I can't speak on, I'm very blessed and wealthy. I'm wealthy now. Good family, beautiful homies, like spirited homies, like real talk. That's wealth. So when she say that, it hit different because it's real. That's wealth to have loyal people from the start. Loyal. That's rare. My bad, y'all, for ranting, but that's rare. Like when you have that, you take hope, keep that. You can't. Money come and go. But that soul and that beauty, that is priceless. It's priceless. So that's an understandable thing. When you see somebody happy to see good people, that's a good thing. People always mad around good. Why are you mad? Well, your spirit is uneasy around people who's pure. What's wrong with you? What's wrong? What's wrong with you? Why pure babies always cry when they around you? You got spirits. Babies don't ignore. And when them kids don't like being around people, stop ignoring that. For real. Some of these people evil and them babies see it. Y'all think I'm playing? Hey, oh man, he crazy. Man, hey.
Honestly, anything to do with driving, especially as someone who does not drive, but honorable mentions for the little like hand on the passenger seat, look back when they're like reversing, driving with one hand, shifting gears, and just driving, but like the specific nuances of driving, which I'm also not familiar with because I don't drive. Speaking multiple languages, but like being able to like easily flow, like switch between the two. So like they could be saying something and then mid-sentence switch and then just like switch back, like being able to speak multiple languages and weave them together. Like you have my ear. I'm listening.
He elite. Whoever that, he is of the elite. That's hard. Like that's cold. That's easy.
Even though I may not even know what you're saying. And then the last thing that I will mention for now, because I probably have more, I just need to think of them. Let me know if you want them. Like soft dancing. And what I mean by that is like not full blown, like, when people are doing too much and it's like, oh, you choreographed this or something? No. Like the dancing, but like at 20% level that shows like you have rhythm, but like you're cool, you're not doing too much, like you're doing just some small moves, like whatever, because you enjoy the music, but you're not, I like that, like 20% dancing.
That shoulder move, that shoulder. Hey, let me hit it. You know what I mean? Hey. She like that boogie, XK. Yeah, she looks great. I had to go on her page real quick. Yeah, she's smooth. She modeling it. I knew it was something. I'm telling you. I can spot her gorgeous. You know what I mean? I knew it.
I can get with that. I think that was 7, so I'll leave it at that. I did not expect to join this.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching. If you're new here, especially if you're new here, you should hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Talk. Subscribe. I'm getting it together. Yeah, I had my caffeine today. My little caffeine. You know what I mean? Y'all be cool if you've been here. Y'all know how I feel about y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate the birthday wishes. Yesterday I love y'all. I really do. 25 years old. 25. Lived for 24 years. I'm about 2 days into 25, a day and a half. I feel good. Went to the movies with the folks. I got gifts. Moms hooked it up. We was cool. We went to this nice little spot. If you knew here, I tend to talk at the end of the videos. I just talk, okay? I just talk, you know what I mean? I just be talking. Yeah, I had me some cool pasta. I had this cool pasta called Dalata Vita, whatever, Dalata Vita, whatever the pasta was, I got it was good. It was really good. They had topped it with some cool, nice, clean protein. I had me some good avocado with some cheese toast on the side, orange juice, nice glass of water. Bring it home. You can't go wrong. Feel me? I saw the movie Sarah's Oil. Classic. Already a classic in my book. Learned some good things in that movie. That girl was very intelligent. She had good intel. She knew a lot about contract. I don't want to spoil it for those things. It was a good movie. I had a great birthday. If you been, you feel me? I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We're on the road to 300,000 subscribers. As we grow, I know it comes with more responsibility. So every day I'm growing as a person. I seek to get better. Put God first, allow him to lead and guide my footsteps and be the example. I can sit here and talk a good game all I want, but you got to actually get in the game and play and do what you said you was going to do. You can talk a good game. You get on the court, you got to prove yourself. You get on the field, you got to prove yourself. This life, you have to prove yourself, regardless of what it is. The game going to test you. Life going to test you. It ain't no game. Life going to test you. So you got to be ready. But appreciate y'all. Let's keep going. Let's keep striving. And whatever you do that you love to do, don't play with it. Honor the gift. Honor it. Honor your good peoples. Appreciate people that you have in your life. Appreciate the access that you do have in life. Because the access you got, some people was denied. Real talk. Some people was denied the access you have. So appreciate it. Because if it's now scarce, you're going to be like, man, I had that, now I don't got it, man. It hit different now. So whatever you have, appreciate it. Whether it's family, you still got your mom here, your dad here, your brother here, your cousin here, a solid friend. If you don't have the ones before, you have somebody solid in your life. The activity of your limbs, your life, your health, your strength, your thought process. You can use the restroom on your own. You can get up and work out. There's people in the hospital who would love to be able to move around. There's people who's paralyzed who would love to walk. There's people who can't talk who want to talk. Can't see, want to see. Hear, want to hear. It's a lot of things that you can be appreciative about that you do have, which is access. So don't play with it. Honor it, and keep pushing. Keep pushing. Let's roll.